Hello everyone, my name is Cody.
And I'm Liz.
And welcome to Unit 5, TikTok Tokkie. So, I'm sure you know what TikTok is. Everybody knows. And while I don't use it, I often see the video clips on YouTube and things. And there's a lot of trends and popular things that, come along. And one of these is a kind of childish, immature thing that is old as time, and many countries have it. In America, it's called Ding Dong Ditch. In the UK, I believe it's called Knock Knock Ginger. And in South Africa, it's called Tokkie. Clip.
Clip.
As old as time.
As old as time.
So that connects to the title today. And what that is, well, you knock or pound on someone's door, ring the doorbell, and then you run away. Children do this a lot. Nowadays, I think it's happened much less. But this has become a trend on TikTok where you're supposed to play the song from Kesha about the Die Young. That's the title of the song, and it's called a Die Young Challenge. And when it gets to the part of the song about your heart, the beat of your heart beats to the drum, you're supposed to pound or kick the door and then run away. But you're supposed to film yourself making this clip for TikTok. But if you're filming and you're doing this, it's kind of hard to make a clean getaway. Make a clean getaway.
Make a clean getaway.
The purpose of this prank is not to be caught. And you do it to a neighbor you don't like. I did that as a young kid, and my parents got on to me very severely. But I wanted to transition to TikTok and focus on why do you think it's become so popular lately?
I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's just a very easy application to use. And it's kind of a gradual progression. So it started with YouTube and people made YouTube videos. And I think that TikTok is just kind of a simpler, it doesn't require all of the editing, although there is editing on TikTok as well. But it's just a simple, shorter way to spread what you're doing. It's just a social media thing. What do you think about TikTok?
Well, from millennial to Gen Z, I think that a lot of the apps for millennials when it was early technology just really shortened the time of exposure to videos, and even Twitter shortening the text, and everything was just shortened and shortened and shortened. And TikTok, you can do 30-second or longer videos. Very famous for these 6 to 10-second clips, and these silly things, and using music overlays and all this. And Generation Z, or the new generation, really likes that with technology. So maybe that's why it's become so popular. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't use it. I don't like it. Yeah. Now, going back to when you were young, did you ever do any pranks?
I can't remember personally doing any pranks, but in where I lived, the day before Halloween, did you have this? The day before Halloween is Mischief Night. We called it Mischief Night. And so the day before Halloween, people would go out and TP people's houses. And maybe do something like Ding Dong Ditch, or something like that. Lots of eggs and toilet paper, from what I remember. I never did it personally, but I think our house was attacked, or at least our neighborhood was attacked several times on the day before Halloween. But I think it's a regional thing.
Yeah, maybe the night before is regional, because I would say I did remember some people like TPing houses the night before, or that night, like Halloween night.
It's trick or treat. So.
Right. Now, I, as a young, immature child, did do trick or treating, more of the trickery. I did egg a few neighbors' cars, but only 2 neighbors, and like I said, I didn't like them. Not because they didn't give me candy, but they were just very rude neighbors, and kids do stupid stuff. And I got in trouble. The next day, my parents took me to their house, and I had to scrub their cars, apologize, and do more favors for them for, I think, the next month. So I mowed their grass, and I, helped them around doing stuff because my parents taught me a very strong lesson to not do this. So thank you, parents.
Thank you to the parents.
Yes. And now the language focused. First up, it can be hard too. So for my example, when you're really hungry, it can be very hard to make up your mind on what to eat.
Very true.
It's a struggle.
Struggle. Okay, and the second point is or not. So some adjective plus or not. For example, difficult or not, if you're living in Korea, learning Korean, it will help your life greatly.
It will. All right, that's it for the preview section, and we'll see you on the review.